Hi, and welcome to experimentation here. And I'm really hoping this works. I might end up in the written recipe tweaking a few things because I am just developing this as we speak. But cinnamon swirl butter swim biscuits, cinnamon butter swim, I don't know what we're going to call them. Oven on 450 degrees. I'm putting my cast iron with 1 stick of butter into the oven to melt. I don't want this super hot. I just want my butter to melt. So in my bowl here, I have 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. And I'm going to add a tablespoon of baking powder to that, a teaspoon of sugar. I just need to slow down. Okay, a teaspoon of salt, and then I'm going to do a tablespoon of brown sugar. And I'm debating, no, you know what? I'm already debating. We're doing 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. So just the crazy mind of Gary. Now, back when I did my recipe for biscuits, Miss Rhonda Hobbs, thank you, one of her beautiful galley family, mentioned that she's been making butter swim biscuits, and I had never heard of that, so I was totally intrigued. And they've kind of been in the back of my mind to experiment with them and try them. And yesterday, we had some friends come over to go for an early morning cruise, so I made cinnamon bread, and it went over really well. And Cynthia, I promise you the recipe's coming. But ever since then, it's been stuck in my head. What if I kind of incorporated the cinnamon bread into the swim butter biscuits? So I don't know what to call them. Cinnamon butter biscuits, swim butter, cinnamon roll biscuits. I don't know what to call them. I haven't thought that far ahead yet. We're just kind of experimenting here. A teaspoon of cinnamon. Now, this is my Saigon cinnamon. So you really want the cinnamon to come out here, so don't use your Ceylon cinnamon. And then I'm going to whisk that up. Now, I'm going to check and make sure. I don't want this pan to get too hot because I don't want it to start cooking my batter. I want to be able to move my batter around in there before it starts cooking it. So I just really want my butter melted. So I am going to do, I think I'm going to do a 1/2 cup of sugar. So you know what? I didn't have a 1/2 cup. I had a 1/3 cup. So that's what we're going with. So I apologize that I am not all together with it here, but this literally just popped into my head and I had to do it. And I thought I would bring you along for the ride. So I've got a 1/3 cup of sugar. And to that, I am going to add a tablespoon of cinnamon. I'm going to start with that. I might add a little more. I'm going to get that all mixed up. This is going to be our swirly part. And now what I have to be thinking about while these are in the oven is, do we do a little glaze on the top? I kind of feel like we should. So I've got 2 cups of buttermilk. To that, I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. And then I am going to add my buttermilk here. This is going to be sticky and wet and all of those kind of things, which is perfect. It's exactly what you want. I think it looks very, very sticky and tacky. So I'm going to put that right on top of that butter and then smooth that around, just kind of spread it out. And yeah, we want that butter to come all up over the top of it. And I'm going to take this, which we might have made too much, so I'm going to sprinkle this around. And then I think I'm going to use my chopstick because I really want to swirl that all in there. Again, I'm making this up. If it's a disaster, you'll never see it, but I don't know. My heart of hearts, I think it's going to be good. So I'm going to just get that all swirled in there. And that butter gets mixed up. Billy is out helping somebody do some electrical work. I think he's going to be very pleased when he gets home. In my head today, I need to make some chapstick. I was making chapstick, and I don't know. I couldn't get this out of my head. So here we are, folks. It's just, here we are. I didn't use all that. I think a half a cup would have been fine. Now, what I'm going to do next, I'm just going to spread it out. And for all the recipes I saw for butter swim biscuits, you know, they did them in an 8x8, but I'm using my cast iron. So I'm going to cut these into triangles. So I'm going to go that way. Then I'm going to cut each triangle into another triangle. 450 degrees. 20-25 minutes. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Look. Isn't that beautiful? Uh-huh. That smells good. And then I think we are going to do a glaze. So I have about a half a cup of powdered sugar in here. And I'm going to use some milk. And I'm just going to add a little at a time. Or in that case, too much at a time, I think. We'll see. I might have to get some more powdered sugar. Yeah, I did. I went too far. So I added just a little more sugar. So it's going to be, I think, perfect. I want to give this 10 minutes, so I don't want to pour this on when it's this hot. I'm going to let it cool down for a little bit. I'm so excited to taste this. All right, so I'm a big dingbat because I think I have too many things going on. I got chapstick going on and crazy things. I totally put the drizzle on and forgot to turn the camera on. So sorry about that. But anyway, I did. I just poured all that glaze over it. And now we're taking a bite. It is so beautiful. Look how good that looks. So I just want to say thank you, Rhonda, for saying the words butter swim biscuits, because I never heard of it. And now it's got my mind buzzing. And I'm thinking, I don't know, all kinds of ideas, like maybe like peach cobbler one. But it is so delicious. Totally use a big old scoop of vanilla ice cream. You're going to love it. It was a success. I don't think I'd hardly change anything. Sorry, you can tell it's windy. It's rocking the boat. Bye, y'all. Thank you for being here with me as I created something new. At least it's new to me. So I'll see y'all later.